Hi, everybody. This is Peter Stewart, and welcome back to I Have Music in Me. This is the show we do at BevCam, and we have so much fun doing it. And I met a wonderful woman, Andrea, and she has music in her, and she wants to share it with you. This woman can sing. She does warm-ups that I've never even heard of before, and she's so good. I saw her when I was doing a show with Neverland Theater, and I brought her here today at BevCam. Here's Andrea. Put your hands together. Bravo.
Thank you, Peter.
Oh, that's great. So listen, you've been singing for a long time, right?
I sure have, yeah.
Tell me about your first experiences with singing.
Oh, okay. My first experiences that I recall pretty much revolved singing for my family. I have a big Italian family, and they'd plop me right in the middle of all 30-something, 40-something of them and just ask me to sing. So that was really fun for me.
You were like 2 or something? 3?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Entertain the family.
Yeah, entertained the family. My grandmother, she was a singer. Oh my God, what a voice. She could just sing and hum the best tunes. She loved to sing Stardust and other songs from back in the day.
The Mills Brothers.
Yeah, absolutely. So her songs just filled her house when I was there all the time, and that just really had a huge impact on me.
What town are we living in now?
So at that time, I was living in Everett, and
Perfect.
it was lovely.
Perfect. That's great. Now, when you went to school, when you finally got old enough,
Yeah.
tell me about some of your early school experiences singing.
Sure. I sang for the Gordon College Women's Choir, which was super fun. We had an opportunity to sing in various languages and chapels.
All women?
Of course, all women.
How many of them?
Oh, goodness. I don't know.
80?
Enough of us.
80?
I don't think so. I think that there was definitely less than 80. But it was a lovely time. I had private lessons all through college and had the opportunity to, do some performances after finishing college, which was really fun for me. So it's kind of...
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, when you went to high school, though, were you like in any shows or anything like that? Musicals?
I was. I really favored choir. I was very shy. I know as a child, I was a little bit more ostentatious.
What are you talking about,
I was
girl?
super, super shy. Absolutely. So I liked the choir. I did get a part in Bye Bye Birdie, which was great. It was the best friend of the leading character, who actually is Felicia Barton, who is super famous and amazing. Now she sings all the time professionally. So I had an opportunity to sing on stage with her and another good friend of mine at the time in high school. And then I sang in all the shows because I was in choir my entire time. So.
Did you hear about Kim?
No.
Did you kiss him and cry? Right?
That's, oh my
Did you
goodness.
pin a pin on? Or was he
That's
too
right.
shy?
That's right. Oh my goodness, taking me back here.
When they did that in all of those cubicles, and they had all the kids in different positions on the phone.
Yep.
That was Gower
That's right.
Champion
Oh my gosh.
Gower Champion telling the future.
That's right.
What that was. Right?
That's right.
Great job on that. Those songs were just wonderful.
Yeah.
How lovely to be a woman. Right? What was your song you sang?
Oh goodness. It was kind of a trio. When we sang.
Trio.
We're going back a few years here. I don't remember the name of the song.
That's all right.
But it was a lot of fun.
Don't worry about that.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, when you left college, though, because I saw you at a show
Right.
in, where were we? Danvers?
We were in Peabody.
Peabody. And I said, oh, Peter, self, that girl can sing. And I've got to
you.
talk to her. And so then I called you up. And thank you for being so kind and being here.
Thank you.
How did you get involved with that theater?
Great question. Lynn Jackson and her husband Michael, they used to play at these Guido parties that my dad used to go to all the time. And
oh my gosh, the Guido party?
The Guido parties, which I still haven't been to one. Well, we're going to let that go. But my dad, he had introduced me to Lynn and Mike, and it was during COVID actually. And I was really needing to get back into my element of singing, and I wanted to go back into music lessons, and and just derive a lot of joy from that. So whatever, I got connected with them, and so every week we connected virtually, and we sang, and I learned a bunch of songs, the ones my grandmother used to love.
Oh, great.
So that was really fun for
and
me.
she's a sweetheart.
Yeah, oh, Lynn is fantastic, and we still communicate, obviously, to this day. She's my musical mama. I love her to death. And so I had an opportunity to get into Andy's theater group, actually, at the Neverland Theater. And so for 2 summers, I participated in their 2 shows, and I had a blast. It was such a great time to get back to a part of me that I really missed.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Well, folks, I want to tell you, we're not going to just talk all day. We have some examples of fabulous Andrea singing. And the first one is, we're going to also use it as her audition tape so she can sing the national anthem at baseball games, because they have 180 slots to fill every summer. And I know that it would be great for her to get out there and sing that in front of all those wonderful people. So here is Andrea singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow, there it was. That's the national anthem, the way it should be sung, right? And we're going to get her first over at the Worcester Red Sox, and we'll see how far she goes with that audition tape. All right? All right. Now, we haven't had a chance yet to talk about your teachers.
Yes.
So would you like to say a few words about them?
Sure, I love that. So
Go ahead.
we talked about Lynn, Jackson, and Mike. My first teacher, Ada Magnello, was,
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, love her. She was such a light. Italian woman, opera singer from Italy, lived up the street. Mm-hmm. And so in high school, you know, I would train classically, and we would, you know, do all of these lovely arias and Italian songs, and she would talk about the lilies of the valley and the violets that smelled so beautiful, and she really brought the Italian language to light for me, which was awesome. And of course there was bolognese sauce cooking in the kitchen, and you know, it was a wonderful, wonderful atmosphere, just being at her home with her grand piano, singing Italian songs. So it sounds like a Billy.
That was your first teacher?
Yes.
Wow,
That was my first teacher.
And you were in high school then?
I was in high school,
Yeah.
yes. Yep.
So you were starting to get serious about singing?
I was starting to get serious about singing, yes. So I'd had all that choir experience, like in church, St. Michael's in Pittsfield. And then I started training for shows in high school. Ada really taught me how to really express the music in a way that it should be embodied.
Exactly. Now, that's wonderful. I really think you got lucky on your little journey.
I really did.
What is your one of your favorite songs to sing?
Well, I can tell you that. No, do you mean just right now, or the one of the
right
ones?
now, yeah.
Right now, I am really into singing some jazz music. I think it's really something that I love.
Like Ella Fitzgerald and stuff like that?
Yes, Ella Fitzgerald. Oh my goodness, I'm on the spot.
I
There's
love
so
all
many
that
good
scat
ones.
stuff.
Oh,
It's got stuff with Louis Armstrong and with Ella Fitzgerald.
I love Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald. I love their duets, and so many others that really shaped the country, really, and how we appreciate music.
Well, on the way up, I was listening to a radio station, and they were playing Louis Armstrong, "It's a Wonderful World."
Mm-hmm.
And boy, the way he comes across with that music and the words is so wonderful. It makes
touching.
you go, yeah, I'm just going to have to slow down here on 128.
That's right. That's right. It really does transport you to a different
Deal
place.
with it, people. Now, excuse me, what was one of your favorite parts to play in high school or in a show?
One of my favorite parts to play?
Yeah, besides Bye Bye Birdie. Were you Ursula? Were you Ursula?
I was never Ursula. No, we did not perform that as the Little Mermaid.
One girl, one special girl, one boy to live for, to laugh for.
It would have been amazing.
One
Unfortunately,
boy,
that didn't happen.
not two or three, right?
That's right.
Is that one of the ones you did?
Yes, that is
One
actually the one that I was trying to
day
recall
you'll
earlier.
find out.
This is what life
This
is all about.
What is
That's
all
right.
about? Yeah, I did Bye Bye Birdie twice.
Did you?
Yeah, when I was teaching high school. Yeah,
Wonderful.
that's a good song.
Yeah. No, it is.
That's a perfect song. Doggone those guys. Now, we have another song for you. We have Andrea singing America, Oh Beautiful for Spacious Skies, which actually should have been the national anthem. So she wants to sing that too. The great thing about what Andrea is when she connects with the words, she's like Louis Armstrong. Bam. And it's fun to watch her. Here she is singing America.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesty above the fruited plain. America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Wow, that's a great rendition. You did a great job on
Thank
that.
you. It's such a wonderful song.
Isn't it though?
And it should have been the national anthem, I think.
Yeah, Purple Mountains, Majesties, right?
Yep.
I know. And that was happened to my kids when they finally we were across in the United States, and they finally got to the real mountains, to the Rockies, and they went, "What's that?"
Wow.
What is that, Dad? Those are mountains.
Oh my God.
They're like 5 and 6.
Really?
Yeah, and that's a good story too.
I mean, they are. They're enormous.
Yes.
So I could understand
And the ones in
reaction.
Alaska are even taller.
Wow. I would love to see
Right?
that one day.
Right.
And my grandfather, he absolutely loved that song. And he favored it over the national anthem that they chose. I mean, he lived to be 96. So,
96 is good.
I actually got to practice America the Beautiful for him and a few different styles. And so because he knows the way it should be back from, when he was growing up,
Right.
he was able to give me some pointers, which is nice.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, we want to ask you another question about who the jazz singers you like. Is Ella Fitzgerald, right?
Ella Fitzgerald, absolutely, hands down. I could listen to her every day. I love Nina Simone.
Nina Simone.
She's just...
Let's go. That's
Right?
great. Yeah, she's great too. And that's the nice thing about listening to the old radio station.
It's my
Is that it
favorite.
plays all the old stuff. It was playing Tony Bennett the other day.
Oh, wonderful.
Right?
All the old
And he
Italian
lived to be
songs are
really old
my faves.
and sang until, his last year.
Oh, he did. He did.
He was the greatest.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So now we have this new song that I didn't know about that you brought to me, and I think it's a great song.
Yes.
And what's the name again of it?
It's called Every Season. It's by Nicole Nordeman, a Christian artist. And it really embodies how we can experience really an understanding of who God is through all of the seasons in our lives. So, and she, of course, uses that metaphor of the seasons that change with the feelings that and the emotions and all of the upheaval that happens in our own lives and how we can still connect with the beauty of it all. So she brings it all together in this beautiful and simply stated song.
Right, and it's like an open invitation every day
It is. It's
to go
beautiful.
outside. I try to do that and look at nature because it's just amazing. It is amazing. God is amazing. Here's the next thing is that when I never heard that song before, and it's not preachy.
No.
It just mentions things.
Certainly.
Right?
It has nothing to do with preaching at all. It has everything to do with enjoying your everyday experience and appreciating those moments. In fact, I dare say that it doesn't even have to be a Christian song. It has to be about recognizing the world around you. That does speak volumes of God in of itself, as a Christian perspective, does say, but it can truly just be appreciated by anybody that's understands the idea that when you are in nature, it just hits you in a way that allows you to fully experience how small you are and how big everything is around you.
Right, exactly. Now what I like is and what I like is the leaves, and I'm driving my car, and I have a convertible. Yes.
Good for you.
So I drive slowly because it's an old beat-up car. It's an MGTD. It's older than me. It's a 1953. And so I'm driving the car, and so since it's old and beat up, I have the permission of the world to drive slowly. And so I look at all the beautiful leaves and I just go, wow. What gets me is all the colors even behind that, the dappling and the green and the dark green and the black. And I just go, I can't paint that.
I know.
Right?
And we try. And the best impressionists out there, that have ever been cannot truly capture, the essence of what it's like to actually see it firsthand and be enveloped by that environment.
Right. So stop, take a moment, go outside.
Absolutely.
Well, that's a wonderful piece of advice for all of us, don't you think? So here she is. And the great thing about what we did with this with the production is I found the karaoke version, so I'm not playing the Dinkle piano. I'm letting her sing to the actual orchestration that's on the record. So here we go. Here is my friend Andrea singing Every Season.
Every evening sky, an invitation to trace the patterned stars. And early in July, a celebration for freedom that is ours. And I notice you in children's games, in those who watch them from the shade. Every drop of sun is full of fun and wonder. You are summer. And even when the trees have just surrendered to the harvest time, forfeiting their leaves in late September and sending us inside, still I notice you when change begins, and I am braced for colder winds. I will offer thanks for what has been and what's to come. You are autumn. And everything in time and under heaven finally falls asleep, wrapped in blankets white, all creation shivers underneath. And still I notice you when branches crack, and in my breath on frosted glass. Even now in death you open doors for life to enter. You are winter, and everything that's new has bravely surfaced, teaching us to breathe. And what was frozen through is newly purposed, turning all things green. So it is with you, and how you make me new in every season's change. And so it will be as you are recreating me, summer, autumn, winter, spring.
Oh my goodness, that song has got me right here, right here. That song got me. So, Andrea, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I think it's important that the takeaway is if you can speak, you can sing. And that's what my current voice teacher, Angie Grau, says. She's an opera singer. Oh, she's multifaceted. She's wonderful. She's amazing. Seek her out if you need a voice teacher. But she talks about the fact that it's important to let the music just envelop your being and to sing it out, whatever it happens to be that's inside of you and your spirit. So
Excellent.
that's what I wanted to share.
Well said.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have had the pleasure of having Andrea on our show, I Have Music in Me. As you can tell very plainly, she has music in her, and she expresses it out into the world. And that's what we're all about, is getting more music into the world, because as soon as music hits you, you're in a better mood. And you're not thinking about the past, you're not thinking about the future, you're just in the moment right now. And it's wonderful, because this thing that we discovered, this music that we discovered, is a wonderful thing. This is Peter Stewart signing off, saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on I Have Music in Me.